Okay, here we are on a beautiful Friday evening. Just was hot out today, nice. I did some yard work again for a guy in Canton, and then went right to Lowe's and got more boards to put on this tiny house. I got 4 8-foot boards, 12-inch wide, to match all the other ones, and I'm putting them across this way. It's hard to get here, that way, like that, just before the window, and then I have 2 other boards I'll put on the other side of the window. And then I'm going to work on the back, and I will bring this recycling bin around the corner so you guys can watch that too. So here we go. I cut all my pieces I needed at the length. That way I can do this quick video as you guys watch as I put them up. I'm going to try and bring this a little closer. There you go, that's better. See what's going on here.
Dad likes the wood on there. What happened here?
What? I'm doing a video, I told you. I cocked all that. It's because there's gaps in the wood.
How come?
It's because the boards you buy are all not cut straight and milled. Yeah, it'd be nice to get some assistance, but I seem to manage. This one's bowed too. It's going to be a problem. Alright, making sure everybody can see this. Yes, I do have little gaps between some boards because the stupid boards are warped in it. You go to the store and pay for boards and you get nothing but junk. You know, they can't mill the wood or cut the wood straight. It's all bowed and stuff, so we gotta make up for it. So in the gaps, I just kind of caulk in there because it's going to get all painted anyways. So around this window here, I put a small piece on here. That way I can butt up my boards. Same thing on the other side. This piece, or down at this end, it's sticking out a little bit, so I cut a notch in this board here to fit around it. So when I put that board on there, it'll go on, it'll fit against that, and then I'll put the other board on top. So it's all about customizing and fitting things like a puzzle. Get this done, and then I will do the side here. Just like a puzzle. might have to cut this one. Of course, I didn't bring a pencil up with me, but I know where to cut here. I just look at a mark. I'll be right back. Alright, I cut the length I need. I was too lazy to bring my circular saw up here, so I'm just using my miter saw in the garage. Alright, that's superb. What?
That girl said that the mom leaves them during the day.
Hold on, I'm doing a video. Just hold on. Alright, transporting this again. I got no camera person and no assistant. All by myself. It makes it difficult. That's what makes it real. I am 100% real. No special effects here. Alright. was going to use the other pieces that I had. That won't be a good idea, because if I have like a half a piece, it comes out to here, to this spot halfway out, and there's no stud here. That's not going to be a good thing, so I just need to use whole pieces. It's really too bad those don't fit, or I can save money on boards. At least that's coming up. So it's still a lot of correcting. So, you know, I have gaps here. I'm going to put that white plastic trim on all the corners and that, so it doesn't matter. I'm just caulking any gap I have in this wood, because it doesn't all butt together like I want it to. When I put this bottom piece on, it kind of stuck out. That's okay, I'll still put caulk in there and stuff, but you know, just don't care. It's not a concern of mine. It's basically going to be like a rustic looking tiny house too, not all finished, not with fancy siding on there like that's on your house. It's still going to be rustic. Like a barn or a shed, you can look at it any way you want, but it's going to be livable. It's going to be functional, self-sufficient. I have a real door back here that opens and closes. I'm going to have a 5-foot tall mini fridge from Lowe's in here. It's white. It's made by that Haier company that makes air conditioners like the one I have. That's going to also go in that window. It fits. I measured it. So yeah, it's going to be a 5-foot fridge that will fit through this door, and can put stuff in there, some food, milk, you name it, some beer, whatever. My bed will be up there, closet right there, shower and table and chairs right there. That's all it is to it. And I will keep working this wood all the way up to the top. And then in the front, as I get towards the top, I have to start doing my angle. You know, cutting it at a slant, which I can do already. I've done that for chicken coops and different things. So it's going to look cool, good. Can't talk. I'm going to, you know, put the boards up there, line it up at that window. So, people might ask, what is this? Why am I doing it? That's our neighbor, like kids yelling, just to let you know. But why am I doing this? What is it? Where am I going to take it? All these questions come up, and I have answers for you. I will take it to a campground, nearest campground. There's a cheap one by the Mogador Reservoir. It's a Good Sam sponsor or whatever of it. I'm not a Good Sam member, but I might have to be one with this. So I can put it there. I can pay somebody to keep it on their property somewhere. Whatever. It's a mobile home, like a mobile home, but smaller, and you can pull it with your normal truck, not a semi-truck. Why am I doing this? Because 29 years old, not married. I'm a millennial, graduated in '07, working my ass off, making a lot of money now, more than ever. Landscaping, woodcrafting, handyman stuff, whatever. Still trying to do massage therapy that I went to school for. Self-employed, I'm an entrepreneur, small business entrepreneur. I won't go pay rent in an apartment or a duplex. I can't pay rent. You have to have steady $600 coming in weekly or something like that, or more. Rent is like, to have a nice decent place and not a dump, is $600 a month and up. And that's why. And I'm not going to go to the bank and sit down with a banker and say, hey, I want a loan. I got some property I want to buy. That's, even if it's still 10 grand. I'm not going to do it because they want to see steady income, just like on a car. And I'm not going to do it. You have to be married or with somebody, and it takes two to live, two to tango. So can't do it. So, you know, people say, oh, I don't know if I can live in that, that's too small, or they don't say anything at all, but they might be thinking that. But a lot of people, and people who know me around here, I mean, they're liking the idea. They know what a tiny house is. They see it on TV or in pictures. Usually they're built on a commercial trailer, dual axle trailer, like landscaping trailer, which again I couldn't buy. I bought this 13-footer trailer frame off of a guy for $300. It probably was a pop-up camper. I put 2 brand new rims and tires on it that hold up to 1,650 pounds each, 3,300 pounds total. So it's going to work. I put that new jack on there. Can roll it around. So, how much will this save? A lot. It'll save a lot of money. Even if I put it in a cheap campground or keep it here at the house anytime, like in the back behind our garage, or if I put on a lot, it'll be a lot cheaper. I can pay somebody like, say, $200 a month. That'd be nice. And I'm not worried about utilities. I'm not paying somebody rent, and not worrying about losing my job or anything like that, getting laid off or offending somebody. You know, anything I say comes out of my mouth. Good things, but I say what's on my mind. So, yeah, not married, no girlfriend. Well, this works for me, I'll say. I don't need anything else. I will have hose hookup for my little stainless steel sink in there with the countertop, and a hose hookup for the shower. You can buy faucets and shower heads that heat up the water. You don't need a water tank or nothing. It's so nice. All kinds of camping stuff you can buy out there. You go on eTrailer.com, which is where I got the tires, and they sell all kinds of stuff. You can go on other camping sites, like campingworld.com, and find all kinds of stuff. That's all it is. It's like a big or a pop-up camper. It's bigger than pop-up campers. It'll be just shy of 12 feet high, because I'm trying to figure on how high it is from the ground to the base, and then the base to the top, and stuff like that. So I'm told like 13.6 is like the highest. So as long as it clears the electric wires and all that, I'll be good. As soon as I get all the siding on, things like that, I'm going to want to try and go get it weighed and get a plate for it. And I get a plate on there, and whether I put it at a campground or around here somewhere, I won't need to renew the license plate sticker unless I'm going to pull it somewhere. That's a good thing about it. Like, don't give a shit. It's just going to sit. So I don't know what the rules are at the campgrounds if you like got to keep your sticker renewed, but if it's all season place, it won't matter. I will have white plastic trim going around the window. Oh, the wrong way, this way. Hard to get my hand direction right there. Going around the window and stuff like that, man. It's gonna work. And I have to cut, when I put the last board up, I have to cut to fit in between those 2x4s, which is easy to do. I just have to go on a ladder with the board and somehow do it. I got white vinyl up there to keep rain out and bees, and some of the Lowe's wrapping. So everything to keep that rain out. Another question is, well, it goes along with why I'm doing this. It's gonna help me out. It's gonna help me be more independent and be out of the parents' house, or at least have all my stuff in there and junk and clothes. And doing this to show people how you can live simple and cheaper, in a self-sufficient way. It's going to help homeless people. It's going to help other self-employed people, low-income people, veterans, retired people, whatever. You can build at any size you want, any length. You just need to get the trailer. And try to find used wood if you can, because it's going to cost a lot. Again, I got 2x4s and OSB free from doing construction, but I'm probably getting up to $500 on this thing now, spending, and that's it. I'm pretty sure I included the tires in there, but still, it will help homeless people get off the street or away from people, the buildings, when people give them a hard time. Got to try and give them a peace of mind. Again, people wake up every day, they go to their jobs or whatever, or if they're retired and they wake up in the morning in their nice house, they don't think about these things. They don't think about it driving down the road that there's somebody out on the street or sleeping under a bush struggling. They don't think about that the person is living at home with his parents and can't afford to move out. You know, he's paying all his bills on time and doing all the right things, but can't make enough. No, you don't think about that going down the road. It's not everybody's fault, but it's some who don't think about it and are selfish and have a right to judge people, how they live, or that they can't afford anything, or that they're on the street. When I look at people that are struggling even worse than me, or driving an older vehicle than mine, and have an old house, and I just think, well, boy, when I have the money and I get myself caught up, I could help these people. You know, all the people I could be helping if I got myself going and paid everything off, and then have like this stream of income coming in and just can help other people. I don't say, well, they need to work harder and blah blah blah. I mean, sort of, but I don't know their situation. I just think they could work harder, but who knows why they can't, or maybe they choose not to. You know, I just don't judge those things. Maybe they're in debt. Who knows? We don't know. I just think, well, I like to see them do better. I want to see people do better, as I'm trying to better myself. But not a lot of people think like that. And nobody has tried to live this way, but I will. And, you know, again, a lot of people like this, they're liking it, they're anxious to see me finish it. And, you know, any chicks I talk to, girls, some like it, and again, some think, oh, it's too small, I don't think I can live in that. Well, it's not for you, it's not for anybody who think it's too small for them. That's fine. It's not for you. You know, if you're making enough money, just keep living the way you're living, you know, and make payments on stuff. And the rich, they just have bigger bills than us. Bigger house, more vehicles, nice vehicles, and they just got more bills. Some of them are actually trying to save and put money back, and some of them, they don't need to. They're just paying on stuff. And that's what you see out there. I love to be driving a Cadillac down the road that's all paid off. I don't know about anybody else. I want it paid off. Just because I'm driving a Cadillac doesn't mean I'm not paying on it, or driving a nice truck. Everybody is paying. But you got to learn to do things smarter and don't pay as much. Pay everything off. That's what a millionaire is. They have no bills and everything is paid off, and they're making like 80 grand a year or whatever. So who knows? I invested in real estate with fundrise.com, and hopefully, I still hope it's going to help me out here, like a stream of income, because I put all that money into it and invested in these properties out of state, nice apartments and stuff, and hopefully I get something out of it besides working, and that will really help me boost these things. So, alright, going on 34 minutes, that's long enough. I got a cut on my nose and a huge cut on my lip I'm still trying to get healed up from being whacked in the face by a piece of wood, like a piece of decking board I was drilling holes in for a sign. Long story. I'm going to take care of that. So hopefully everybody watches this through and shares it. Peace.